like that, like you said, transferred in at the same time. You're watching the bowl practices together, things like that. Is there a shared vision that you almost have? You're like, all right, we're going to be here next year. What can we accomplish here in Wisconsin?
Yeah, most definitely. I know we both got the same goals. If not, it's anything totally different from what we envisioned. Being on this defense, being able to contribute for this defense. And just strengthen them from last year and improve any weaknesses that they had. I think that's just been, one of our main goals, and just being able to, compete and contribute where needed. I know the biggest thing that we're going to provide is, speed off the edge, just destruction, ball destruction, and just making plays. I think that's just the biggest thing that we want to do.
For you personally, what's your transition been like coming from William & Mary here in Madison?
Yeah, it's been a little not as smooth as first, but I just eased in. I started easing into it more as school started, and just like picking up what the standard is here, what everybody expects from me, and just my other teammates here as well. I think that was just the biggest thing, just understanding the culture. And, as soon as I started to pick it up and, just learn by learning and then looking at everybody else, what they're doing, it started becoming a more smoother transition.
I'm curious, what made that transition not as smooth in the beginning?
Just like, I guess just realizing, culture here, I guess just trying to fit to that standard, mold to that standard. It's coming from another school. It's just may not have the same things that they were doing at that one school. So just being able to mold myself and just being, one into the 100 other players and just becoming a group and a team. And I think I've done that. And I think there's a very strong culture, there's a very strong bond with this team right now. Yeah.
So talking to Matt, he mentioned that you bulked up in terms of weight. When you got here like around 220-ish, and now you're up around 240, 250-ish.
Yeah.
Just what's gone into that? What have you done to kind of add on that to play it? Obviously more on the edge here.
Yeah. First, I probably want to shout out Coach Brady, our strength coach here. He's definitely, just taking me in and just helped me put on this weight, add speed, without like gaining any fat, still being able to move the same is my biggest thing, and I think I've done that. I know I've done that, and I feel like I'm playing well right now with this weight on. So yeah, shout out to the strength coaches for just being able to put me in that situation. Winter workouts, probably were about 5-6 weeks, and just working out 4 or 5 days a week. Being able to eat. That was a major thing that I wanted to do before spring ball started. So I'm glad I was able to do that.
You haven't seen any changes in speed or anything like that, or have you seen anything increase in terms of that?
Yeah, I definitely feel more explosive, just gaining more weight. I think that was my biggest thing. I wanted to be able to maintain my speed. I felt like I gained more speed, gained more explosiveness from this weight. I'm playing better. I feel like I'm playing better, playing stronger at the point, doing all the things that I did at my old school, but I just feel much better with this weight on.
Have they given you a top-end goal where they say once you hit that number, don't go beyond it, so you lose some of that you can't?
No, not yet. There's no top-end number. What they envision me is to be just at 250 and being able to keep that throughout the season. Yeah.
John, Aaron Witt's been here for quite some time.
Yeah.
He's just now getting back into things. I know you weren't here for all that. So what are your initial impressions of the kind of player that he has shown so far?
Yeah, Aaron Witt, man, he's real nasty, like aggressive. I don't know if you guys have seen like the team run periods, the pride periods, what we call it, basically 907, a lot of run stuff. But yeah, he's a really aggressive player, and it's like physical. And that's the type of player you need on your team. You need in your room. It's someone that's not afraid to get dirty, and get it done.
Do you know much about his story, like his past and what it took for him to get back to this point?
Not as much. I don't really think I knew as much of his injury before, but I think from right now from what I was saying, where he wasn't practicing as much this winter and coming into spring ball before, but no, I haven't.
Going back to the impact that Aaron's made on you guys and everything and in this room, he just said a few minutes ago that this position, if this position's doing well, then the program's doing super well. You know, how would you add on? How do you hope to add on to that legacy and what this position has provided for this team?
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is just being able to, I guess, help this team, whether it's creating pressures to the QB or stopping the run, getting TFLs in the backfield, just creating turnovers for real. I feel like that's my biggest goal to help with this position room. And you know, there's a lot of great players that have come from the outside linebacker room here at Wisconsin, and you know, I felt that like that was a strong connection that I had here. I felt like I wanted to be one of those players that come out of here and, you know, become a staple in Wisconsin. So that's my biggest thing, is just being able to, I guess, build off that legacy as much as I can.
What's been the biggest transition in terms of what you're being asked at William and Mary compared to what you're being asked to do here at Wisconsin?
Yeah, they here, you know, they expect me to do a little more than I did at William Mary. Whether it's, you know, dropping into coverage, going man-on-man on tight ends, doing more stunts. You know, it's, you know, just being able to just be able to be comfortable in those type of roles is what they want me to do, and I think that's been the biggest difference.